And as you've heard, they've made their jump. We have 8 Red Lions making the leap today from an RSAF C-130 aircraft from a height of 5,000 feet. Now that's equivalent to the height of a 500-story building. Just imagine that. And it's not just the height that's staggering. They're also reaching speeds of up to 180 kilometers per hour. And the target? The Padang, merely the size of a matchbox from way up there. An incredibly challenging feat of courage, stamina, and precision. And the Red Lions have to battle challenging and unpredictable crosswinds, and not to mention today's rainy weather as well, to land safely in the Padang. But they've trained hard for this, and the crowd is in for a real treat. Just look at that view from way up there. Absolutely breathtaking. And you can see the audience, 27,000 strong, craning their necks, looking up into the sky, trying to spot the Red Lions as they make their descent. Now, making their first NDP appearance in 1989, the Red Lions were then known as the Singapore Armed Forces Parachute Team, and it had its name changed to the Red Lions in 1996. They're made up of commandos, naval divers, and members from the Special Operations Task Force. Now, to jump into challenging drop zones like the Padang, they must have completed a minimum of 500 jumps. And what the Red Lions are able to accomplish today takes a lot of hard work and somewhere between 5 to 10 years of intensive training to get to the level of proficiency that you are witnessing right now. And as they make their descent, let's take a closer look at what the Red Lions are wearing. Now, the Red Lions outfits, they're not simply a costume that's bearing the red and white of our national flag. All of it, from the helmets to the jumpsuits and even to their boots, it's all designed to reduce drag and to ensure a smoother free fall. And the spectators at the Padang just catching sight of the Red Lions as they make their descent. They've got their eyes up, their phones are out, and they're waiting to catch a glimpse of the Red Lions. Now remember, it's not just the free fall that's challenging, but also the landing techniques that they have to master. Now, one of the toughest parts of completing the jump is this technique called flaring, and you'll get to see it later on. That's the approach as they pull both steering handles down and glide just above the ground before landing. And even the most experienced jumpers say it's very challenging, as they'll need to calibrate and determine how high and how fast to begin the process in constantly changing conditions. You can hear the 27,000 strong crowd. They're clearly very, very excited. They're anticipating the arrival of the Red Lions, and this has always been one of the highlights of the National Day Parade. And as the crowd marvels at the courage and skill of the Red Lions, picture this. They're jumping off the plane from a height of nearly 500 HDB flats at 120 miles per hour. A truly incredible feat, and it definitely takes a lot of courage, grit, and resilience. What a view it must be from up there as well. They're making their approach, taking aim for a landing right in the heart of the city. And a cheering and excited crowd is ready to welcome them home in a sea of red and white. Look at all those expectant faces gazing up into the sky, the audience waving their flags and cheering on the fearless Red Lions, getting ready now to welcome our first Red Lion home. And they're almost here. Leading the team this year, all eyes on Master Warrant Officer Chong Boon Heng as he makes his approach. He's got a whopping 2,100 jumps under his belt to make this a smooth landing. The crowd waving their flags, cheering his return. Coming close, First Warrant Officer Chu Eng Seng makes his approach now. With 900 jumps, he makes a safe landing as well. The audience giving a warm welcome home. And hot on his heels, First Warrant Officer Galvin Chan. He's all ready to score this smooth landing. And here he comes. A strong finish to loud applause from the spectators in the crowd. Now next up, First Warrant Officer Po Jing Seong. He's logged 1,070 jumps for this moment. And it's touchdown as well. 4 down, 4 more to go. And coming in quick, we have Lieutenant Colonel Neo Chun Chiev. He is the team lead of the Red Lions this year. With 688 jumps under his belt, the audience craning their necks as he makes his approach. And he lands safely. Welcome home, sir. Now, you don't want to miss this next arrival. She's Singapore's first ever female Red Lion who made her debut in NDP 2014. Second Warrant Officer Shirley Ng is making her approach and landing with 888 jumps under her belt. Now, Second Warrant Officer Sandy Wong is coming in close now with 607 jumps. He's ready to score this smooth touchdown. And last but not least, definitely welcoming our final Red Lion home, Cameraman First Warrant Officer Eugene Cho. He's the eye in the sky, the man behind all the exciting aerial shots you're seeing. He's clocked an impressive 1,300 jumps, and the crowd is absolutely thrilled, welcoming all our Red Lions home. What a spectacular end to the pre-parade segment. Always one of the biggest highlights of each year's NDP. What an amazing performance by our Red Lions, especially given the weather as well. They're all making their way to the front of the Padang now, and the spectators enjoying every minute of that exhilarating performance. You can see them now cheering, waving their flags, and showing their respect and appreciation for all and the courage that it took for the Red Lions to make this leap today. What a memorable experience and an incredible feat accomplished by the Red Lions this evening. A moment of celebration for them as well. The audience absolutely delighted by the visual spectacle of their performance today. You can see them smiling now from ear to ear, completely enjoying that performance. And a confident wave from the Red Lions as they soak in all that energy and appreciation from the crowd. And presenting the Red Lions taking a final salute after making a safe landing home. The crowd is erupting in cheers and applause, waving their flags, thanking the Red Lions for yet another exciting and memorable performance.